Hi, Gemini. Welcome back. All right, guys, let's get into this. This is going to be a general reading. I felt like it wanted to come out. Gemini, the first card is the Justice card. So that is your energy. That's you. That represents you, just so you know. So, well, this basically lets me know that you are a very honest person. You uphold the law. You love, I would say, law and order. All right? But let's find out more. So you like things to be in order. That's a good thing. Spirit, give us a clear, concise message here for Gemini. Tell me more, Spirit. Okay. Let's see what came out for you. Okay. Gemini, I'm hearing that you have some habits that are harming you here. Okay. That might be for some of you. It could be simply overeating, eating too much sugar, drinking too much soda. It could be something like that. But there's definitely some kind of habits here that is harming your health, possibly. Tell me more, Spirit, please and thank you. I'm hearing once you let go of these habits, or whatever this is, it could also be a person. Let me just say that this could also be a person that you're around who's a very manipulative, toxic person that's around you that is causing you harm. Because toxicity can affect your health as well. I'm just saying. I'm not seeing that your health is bad. Okay. I'm just saying that there's going to be some kind of effects to it, which is just common sense. But it's not coming out in the cards that you have bad health. I just want to clear that up, okay? But it does look like there is a habit. There is some kind of habit that is harming you, though. Okay. Okay. Let's get into this. Well, for some of you, this could also indicate being too. How do I say this? It could also indicate like being too, I don't know what the word is, too involved, or too putting too much weight on materialism. Okay. Yes. Or being too focused on materialism, or being too focused on power, money, or status would be another one. Okay. Being too focused on it to the point where it could be distracting you from other blessings that are around you, specifically this Ace of Coins that's coming towards you, which is a beautiful thing. Okay. Everybody wants the Ace of Coins. Trust me, you want the Ace of Coins. Whenever you have a reading, you're gonna want the Ace of Coins. I know I do. So you got it. You got the Ace of Coins, which is beautiful. You also have the Nine of Sticks coming out in reverse, though. So you might not be. That's why I feel like it belongs over here. It's more like you're not You're not proactively staying on something, right? There's something going on where I'm seeing here like about this addiction, right? It's like you're not protecting yourself. You're not protecting yourself from an addiction, or for some of you, it could be you're not protecting yourself enough against a toxic person who may or may not be a Capricorn. Okay? Um, but I do see a new beginning too here for you. So let's go ahead and move on with that. With the Eight of Coins, I feel like this is going to be really nice for you. I feel like this is something that you're very committed to. This is something that you've been putting a lot of hard work into. I'm hearing that you are mastering something here. You're mastering something that is going to end up helping you get this new beginning. Okay? This it's going to be a blessing. So keep working. I see you being very dedicated to something, and I feel very strongly that it's going to work out in your favor. Because look what the next card is, nine of coins. So you're going from the eight of coins to the nine of coins. So mastering something that you're working on is really going to help you out in the long run, because look what comes next. I mean, I can't make this up. If you look at the order that they came in, you got the eight of coins, nine of coins, and then boom, page of coins, right? It just keeps getting better and better. And that's what I'm hearing. Something is just going to keep getting better and better. I also see here that you need to be careful with taking shortcuts. Okay, there's something here about taking shortcuts. I don't feel like you're doing something that is morally wrong or anything. No, I feel like more of the reason why this card came out is because it's more of like a warning, because it's coming right below the nine of sticks in reverse. See, so it's more like a warning. Like what I'm getting is to protect yourself. You need to protect yourself. Basically, that's what it's spirit is saying. You need to protect yourself, okay? Because it does look like, I mean, I see you in this energy. I want to say like struggling. You might feel like, you're struggling because you're trying to master something, or you're trying to get better at something, and it might just be, easier to take a shortcut, okay? And that's why I feel like this card is coming out for you. So don't take shortcuts. Whatever it is, just don't take shortcuts. Um, you know what? I'm not saying that this is your situation, but there was a bakery in India who made a cake for this little girl's birthday, and she ate it. And because they ran out of sugar, regular sugar, they used, I think, Splenda and, you know, those kind of sweeteners for a cake. And the little girl, it was her birthday. She ate her cake, went, said she wasn't feeling well, lay down, and passed away. The bakery, instead of going out and getting, sugar like they should have, they took a shortcut and used what they had, which was, something like that, like sweet and low or something, which ended up ending the little girl's life. Okay. So spirit is saying whatever you're doing, whatever this is that you are mastering, make sure you are not taking shortcuts. Okay. But let's get back to over here. This thing that you are doing, Gemini, I want you to know it's going to lead to your stability. Okay? It's a snowballing effect. And I'm seeing a blessing coming in for you. So it's like, it's, it's just going to get bigger and bigger. And the more you do this, the more you practice, the more you keep going, the better and better you're going to get. It's going to get easier. At least that's what I'm seeing. It's going to get easier. And that's where you're going to be having this new beginning. So it's like, it's one thing that's going to lead you to another, right? That's what I'm getting. So something that you're really focused on, something that you've been studying, something that you've been really working hard at. Yeah. It's going to pay off. It really is. I see you as learning more. So it's like you're going to learn more on top of it. So, it's like you're going to get bigger and bigger, right? Like you learn how to crochet. Let's say you learn how to crochet beanie caps. And then you're going to learn how to crochet blankets. And then you know what I'm saying? You just keep getting bigger and bigger, right? Something like that. Something is going to grow. You're going to end up, I hope you like learning. I hope you like learning, because it looks like you're going to be learning more. So keep going, because it does look like you're going to be learning even more. You're going to be doing more studying. And this is going to lead you to this star energy, which I feel is beautiful for you, because it makes me feel like you're going to have everything that you wanted. At least that's what I'm getting. Like you're going to get everything that you wanted here. So right here you see right after the star card you have the moon. Well, what I'm getting from this is that you hope. You're I feel like you're letting yourself be guided by faith and hoping and manifesting what you want here. But with the moon energy, it makes me feel like you still have fear. Like you're going off into the dark and you still have fear of where this is going because maybe things aren't as clear as you would like it to be. Um so it makes me feel like you're on this path that you're on, and it's a path that nobody else has been on before, right? It's like if you wanted to become an RN, you can go and they will tell you what the prerequisites are to become an RN, right? You have to take this class, that class, you have to have this experience, that experience, right? They tell you, so they guide you through through the through this, right? They'll guide you through it. If you want to go to school for, I don't know, a teacher, they'll tell you, like, you need to get associates first, you need to get a bachelor's, right? They'll tell you step by step, they'll tell you what classes you need to take, right? Well, in your situation, it's different. Your situation appears to be your own designed path specifically for you. Um, I mean, maybe other people could follow you, but the path that you're on appears to be specifically designed just for you, and this is why you don't see the future. Okay, this is why you might have some fears here with the moon energy. You know, you might have some fears about where is this going, right? Gemini, it's going to be going good. Strength card is coming out, going good. What did I say, right? It's going to be going good. What's next? Six of Cups. I feel like you're going to be very content, very happy with this situation. I would say very, very confidently with the Strength and the Six of Cups is a very good sign. Very good sign that you have nothing to worry about. But I will say this with the Strength and the Six of Cups coming out, that does say to me that you need to go back and find out, well, not really find out, but it's more of, I want to say, study or reevaluate your past financial experiences, negative or positive, right? You want to go back to those things. And if you've had some negative financial experiences, you might want to work on that before you move on. So you could build that confidence that you need. Okay? So you might be investing your own money into something, and I feel like this might just be for maybe a couple of you, okay? But it does look like, for a couple of you, you are investing your own finances. So it's not just your energy, your time, your drive, your all your mental strength, trying to master something here. No, you know, um, it's actual cash. Like you are putting down money to invest in this what this is that you're doing here. Hmm. Yeah, I feel like that's what it is. So in order for you to overcome this fear, you got to go ahead and do this. Take care of this part because if this is business that you're working on, there's always going to be challenges, right? Every time you turn around, there's going to be challenges. So you got to go back, reevaluate everything that you've learned about finances, money management, whatever it is, right? You got to go back and study the problems that you've had and the successes you've had so you can be confident about moving forward here. Hmm. With the Six of Cups coming out, that's also giving me this energy of spirit saying to simplify. Simplify what it is that you're doing. It's like the more simple something is, the better off you're gonna be. Yeah, sometimes we tend to overcomplicate things, and we really don't need to. Okay, with the Justice card being the first card out, being your energy, you could have Libra on your chart. But I just want you to know that this path that you're on is perfect for you. That's what this card is telling me. You gotta work on these addictions, though, okay? And if this is a toxic person around you, you gotta get rid of that person. But I feel like this is perfect for you. It's perfectly designed specifically for you, Gemini. Yeah, I think this is why nobody else can really. Well, somebody else could follow your steps. Don't get me wrong, but that explains to me why you have a fear, because it's like you're doing something differently, or you're doing it in a different way. You don't know how people are going to take things. Like if you are, well, let's just use a bakery. If you're a bakery, do y'all remember? So like, let's say if you're a bakery, did y'all ever watch that show, Two Broke Girls? And one of the things that they did on their cupcakes is they put little stickers on them, and they were saying things like "eat me" or what was the other one? It was just different comments that they were making, right? They were kind of rude, you know what I mean. But the man that came in there, he loved them, and he was like, "Oh yeah, give me 10 dozen," right? So something like that. Um, See, they didn't know how people would take to that, because that, to my knowledge, that's something new. You don't know how people would take to something like that, right? So something that you're doing is gonna be very different. Maybe not now, but you're heading in that direction. So you're gonna be trying something a little different. Maybe something nobody else has thought of, or it could be something that's gonna be a little bit on the risky side. You know that kind of thing. So it would be understandable if you have fear or anxiety because of it. You know what I mean? Anytime you're going to try something new, you never know what the public's going to like or not like, right? So, especially if you're putting your own money into this, I mean, shoo. Okay, let's find out what your advice is real quick. What else? What other advice do you have here for Gemini? I need to shuffle. The spirit is saying shuffle. I shuffled before we started, but spirit is saying to shuffle again. So I'm going to go ahead and do it again. And let's see. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else here you need to know. I'm using another deck, just so you know. Spirit, is there anything else here that Gemini needs to know before I let them go? Please and thank you. Is there anything else here that Gemini needs to know? Two of Cups in reverse. And Three of Coins. What I'm getting with this is don't mix anybody with what you're doing, okay? What I'm understanding from this is do this alone. Yeah. Hire somebody if you need help. Don't get me wrong. Um, but I do feel like doing this alone, this is what Spirit wants you to do. The reason why I'm saying this is because if you were to bring in a partner, that partner is not going to appreciate you. Okay? And as a matter of fact, y'all might have some difficulties communicating with each other. Okay? That's why I'm saying go alone. Do it by yourself. Hire somebody to do the things you can't do and do the rest yourself. Okay? This way you don't have this headache. All right. All right, Gemini. This is what you got. Catch me in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I have some haters on my channel giving me thumbs down and saying some really rude stuff. So if you would help me combat that with giving me a thumbs up and comments, because all that helps the channel grow. Catch me in the next one, guys. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all take care. Bye bye.